Bruins fans, you know what time it is. For the first time in the Joe Sacco era, it's time to hug it out. Because that is a 1-0 victory over the Utah Hockey Club. Welcome back down into the den, everybody. No guitar tonight. I honestly don't feel like doing it, but yeah, first game with a new head coach, first win with a new head coach, and already there's some things that I like about this team right now. First of all, hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Please help me out with the channel. Helps out with the YouTube algorithm. But let's get right into everything. First and foremost, we all know, Jim Montgomery has coached his final game with the Boston Bruins. It's very unfortunate. Again, not entirely sure it was the right decision. In fact, fairly certain it was the wrong one. But we play with the hands we're dealt by Tweedledee and Tweedledum, aka Cam Neely and Don Sweeney. And we go into the Joe Sacco era of the Boston Bruins. Like I said in the last video, he's been around here for a while. So and most people have at least heard his name. So it's not like we're dragging in someone new to the system off the street. But beyond that, the Bruins made a very good decision today. Before the game, sending Jeff VL back down to Providence because Mark Kastelic, after suffering an injury against the Blues, is back in the lineup. And this is a fantastic announcement. Not only because Mark Kastelic provides a whole bunch of value to our bottom six, but because Jeff VL is genuinely a bad hockey player. So anything to bolster the quality of this team, and for right now, I'm all game for it. I'm taking my sweatshirt off. It's cold. It's hot as hell in here. Anyway, puck drops, and immediately the Bruins are out to a fantastic start. How fantastic? This is the first time that the Bruins have had double-digit shots in the first period in probably over 10 games. This is a bad first period hockey team. This is a bad every period hockey team, but this team sucks. This team sucks. So it's not surprising that this is the first time they had double-digit shots in the first period in a while. Oh, but someone on the Bruins decided to let his double digits of digits hit just cave in the face of Robert Bortuzzo, that being in Kastelic. He came back and he immediately made a big difference by wanting to beat the piss out of absolutely everybody. And for what it's worth, those were 10 very, very worth it penalty minutes that he racked up. I think he actually racked up 12 because one of those was an instigator penalty. So Kastelic at least provides that sort of value. And for what it's worth, the Bruins actually look like they're starting to mesh on offense. The lines are pretty much unchanged from the last few games of Monty's time. You had Geeky on the top line, which I still don't understand. Justin Brazeau on the second line, which still doesn't seem right. Merkulov, and then the bottom 6 is completely unchanged with Merkulov, Coyle, Frederick, and Beecher Kastelic, Kepke. And that's honestly a solid bottom 6. Merkulov again had another really good night. And yeah, the entire team was very, very chippy. When we get to the second period, on the power play, for the first time since Dallas and Toronto nearly a month ago, the Bruins have power play goals in back-to-back games. This time, coming off of Elias Lindholm, who the moment he scored, you felt him look as though he just popped every single joint in his body, and it made the most satisfying crunch ever. He looked so unbelievably relieved to score that goal. And for what it's worth, he deserves to feel relieved. He's been playing really, really mid recently, and as a result, yeah, I'm not gonna give him crap when he plays well, and he played well tonight. Someone who didn't, Nikita Zadorov. Oh my god, I'm getting sick and tired of talking about this guy, and the fact that he's on contract for the next 5 years worries me. I was talking in the Short Shift Discord, and Van Allen Clark, who's pretty knowledgeable on about this shit, said that Zadorov is 6'6" and Matt Grzelcyk looks like he takes up more space on the ice than he does, which he's completely right on. I hate to say it, but Zadorov being as slow as he is I get at a big lumbering 6'6", you're not exactly going to be the pinnacle of speed. You're not going to be the like Sonic the Hedgehog, just zoom, 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 zoom. No. No, I understand that you're gonna be a little bit slower, but Jesus Christ, it is painful watching him skate. And he just does not provide any sort of utility to this team. He provides a net negative. In being slow, lumbering, and penalty prone, but he's not. It's amazing. It's amazing how much of a miscalculation this was. Anyway, deep in the into the third period, the Bruins are making Karel Vejmelka's life hell. Although he's not. By the score, they're not really putting anything on him that's like terribly high danger. And sometimes it's easy to say that like when you're putting on like 30-40 shots or something like that, and you only score one goal. Well, yes, a good chunk of that is on. Yes, a good chunk of that could be on the goal, but also some of it could be on luck, and people are bound to say, it's just a lucky. You're just getting unlucky. Although, here's the big question: how unlucky can a team be before they're just plain bad? How, like, legitimately, you can't have all of this just be unlucky bounces. At some point you have to look inward and say, is it just because we're not talented? Like, the Bruins are still getting like upwards of 20 shots a night, on in most nights. It's not like we're the Islanders of the early 2020s where we're scraping by wins however we can just by playing insane defense and locking down between the pipes. The only one who's locking down between the pipes is Korpisalo, and the defense is a fucking block of Swiss cheese. But maybe it's just that this team cannot finish. And it's crazy to say that with David Pastrnak, one of the best goal scorers of this generation, who has had multiple 40-goal campaigns and even a 60-goal campaign, and if Connor McDavid wasn't literally having the best season since whenever Mario Lemieux's heyday was because he just ended up having that season. Pastrnak didn't win the Hart, but yeah, even with him on this team, for some reason we just the talent on this team is talented at doing very few things, and scoring and finishing the job is not one of them. Now, am I happy? And honestly, nothing really describes that more than the power play in the last 3 minutes. It's that also had the empty net chance. Empty net chance. And Bruins are just putting everything on net, and it's going literally everywhere except the net. It went off the pipes. It went off the end boards. It went off of Alex Kerfoot. It went off of. I'm pretty sure it also went off of Lawson Krause. And it ends up fluttering over David Pastrnak, and he bats it down with his stick and tries to shoot it. And I think he knew instinctively, damn it, I should not have done that. If anybody on the Bruins was actually celebrating that, I guess that's a little bit something to celebrate in the moment. But I feel like everybody should have had that collective understanding of, this is coming back. Right. And that sucks. That really, really sucks. So here's the thing. Am I happy that the Bruins won? Yes, I am. Am I thrilled? Absolutely thrilled that the Bruins won? No, not really. It's that because this isn't necessarily a step forward. This isn't a step forward for this team. This isn't a step forward in the path that you're supposed to go for this team. This is a step back from the wrong path. This is stepping back from the ledge. This isn't turning around, and this isn't fully turning around and walking away. If you catch my drift here. This is like, how else do I put this? This is like trying to get us back to square one, and then trying to advance from there. So there's still a lot of unknown quantities on this Joe Sacco led team, and it's going to be interesting. I would say hold your breath, but don't be afraid to speak the positive about this game. Don't be afraid to speak the positive about this game, namely that we won. And that's going to be it for me tonight. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.